Hi, this is Adeline from Star Music Academy, and today I'm going to be talking about how do you jazz up a very simple tune like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So now, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, a typical nursery rhyme, sounds like that if you play it in a very typical, normal fashion. Now, all of us can play that very simply, right? Now, how about if you want it to sound a little bit like that? Now, it sounds a little bit different already. What did I do? So essentially, what I just did over there was to add in the 7th note. Now, what is the 7th note? Now, if you're looking at the C major scale, now the 7th note of a C major scale is your B. So how do I form a C major 7 chord? I have to first have my triad. So the triad of a C major chord is actually C, E, G. And I add in the 7th note, which means I add in the B, I get a C major 7th chord. So the first chord was supposed to be a C chord. That's the first chord, right? So now I'm going to add in the 7th note for the C. Now the next chord is an E minor chord. Now what is the 7th note of an E minor chord? I'm looking at the natural minor. So the 7th note is a D. So now what I do? So I added in the 7th for. So let's try again. The third chord over there that I just played is an F major 7th. I'm sure you'll be able to figure out from here what the 7th note of an F major chord is, right? 7th note of an F major scale, E. So one more time. And so on and so forth. So that's adding in the 7th. So the one thing that I just did over there was to add in the 7th. The other thing that I can do is to add in the 9th. So we have learned that the 7th is the 7th note of the scale. So if we're looking at the 9th note of the scale. So this is the 9th note of a G major scale. But we are not going to add in just the 9th, we're going to flatten the 9th. So if we're going to flatten the 9th, it has to be a semitone down, so it becomes an A flat. So now I'm going to try and add in the flat 9th, but listen to where I add in the flat 9th on. So I've added in the flat 9 on the second last chord. The second last chord was actually supposed to be a. Now this is supposed to be 5-1, and we all know 5-1 is actually a perfect cadence, right? So instead of having a typical 5-1, we add in the flat 9th on the 5. Now that sounds a lot more jazzy already. So let's listen to it one more time from the top. Now if you want to continue on, there are other things that you can do as well, other than just flat 9s and 7th notes. Just to let you hear what it can actually sound like as well. So this is Adeline from Star Music Academy. I hope that whatever I've taught you today about 7ths and flat 9s has been useful to you. If you'd like to learn more, please come and see us at Star Music Academy and look for Adeline. And today I'm going to be talking about how you can jazz up a very simple tune like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and make it sound a little bit more jazz.